got here two watches, Casio and the Citizen, both made in Japan, hopefully, at least the brand is. Well, I'm not sure with which to start. Normally I would start with the Casio, but as you can see, we've got this missing pusher from top of the display. I do not have any idea how to make it. I'm thinking to 3D measure it and then printing it on a 3D printer. It will be a hard task to do this, but I hope I will find a solution. I have removed the light pusher from the bottom of the display. It was just a lift up with a pin, and you can see that it fits very well on top. Now this is the start-stop pusher from a countdown timer. I will try next to 3D measure it and then 3D printing it. Wish me good luck. If you are about to continue with this watch, we can see that it is slightly damaged. So basically the upper pusher and the bottom pusher is missing. This pusher is responsible triggering the light, and this one is start stop. Basically it is for countdown timer and stopwatch. Why I have bought this watch? Basically it is I guess it was released somewhere in 1995, so in the mid-90s. It is called W-729, and I have chosen this watch because it is a rare timepiece and it is also having this type of bracelet. So it is a lovely bracelet. It is not folded, just the links that are adjustable are folded. This is the main reason why I have chosen this watch. It was a hasty decision from my side because I haven't seen from the pictures that the top pusher is missing, but I have managed to 3D scan it, and I have also managed to duplicate it. Basically the pushers are the same, just in mirror, so you can reverse it and place it. I have the pushers. I have some trials that are made before having the pushers here, and placing them I will need to tear down this watch and clean it. And in order to clean it, I have this contact cleaner spray, which will help me do the job. And now I will just release the springs so that I can easily clean it and take out the bracelet. One is down. Bar. This is the second strap, so the shorter one, and now I will need to open the watch and remove the module from it. Pretty clean inside, so the module and the interior looks very well protected and preserved. This would be an upper gasket, which is conserved very well. This would be the gasket, the main gasket, which again, it is very well placed there. This has to be cleaned also. It's a CR2016 battery. It was easy to replace. Still, I don't know how at this point. Here is the AC reset. And to pop out the module, just grab it from the back plate of the battery and pop it out. This is the interior of the case, and we can see the pushers from the display or from the case, top case, and this is the module, which is very well preserved. So in order to replace the battery, you would need to unclip this pin, and the other one is here, and the back plate will pop out, and then you could replace the battery. And in order to AC reset it, here we have the minus from the PCB, and here is the plus with the battery, so we make short circuit in between these two, and yes, the watch has been resetted. Now I will put the module here. Now this is cleaned as best as I could. There are some impurities on top. In the bottom side where the pusher was available, it is quite cleaned, but on top there are still some impurities. Next to the lug area I have managed to clean at least in one side, and the other side there are not impurities, it's just made black, not sure why. And if we look from the strap, it seems that it was pretty clean, and this would be the parts from the watch. So I would say that it is pretty clean. This is also from the watch and also the module. So this is all the watch. Let's start and assemble it. This would be all of the components of this watch for sure, except these two pushers, which are still in test. Now let's start to put the watch together. First, what we will do is identify the position of the inner display. It's great. Here it's a rib, so it's a Poka-yoke system. Then let's take the module and sink it in. Very easy to do this. Good. Now it's perfect. This pusher was slightly hitting the plate of it, and now let's put, you cannot miss it, so it's one-way position. And now let's try to squeeze in again the gasket. And let's put the back plate. This is done. Yep, works. Now let's see how to assemble. I see that these have this protection, so this circular case, and I am not sure if it is from here or it was on the bracelet, the pusher width, because it was one on each side. But at this point I am assuming that it will go into the bracelet. I'm assuming that this protective case would have been placed here on the lugs, otherwise it will be very loosened. This is the watch. It is cleaned, it is slightly scratched, yet the bracelet is very beautiful. We are just waiting for the pushers to arrive. They will be 3D printed. Here is an example of what I have managed to print so far, the 3D design and also the printing. They have to be adjusted, polished, scratched, or whatever it will be needed to fit here in these two gaps. Otherwise the watch look great, and it is a watch, it is a Casio. It's not mandatory to like it, but yet the features of it, as you will see later on, are quite cool.
Now I've been struggling with this watch for around 3 weeks, yet the video is not finished, but please do not judge me in regards to pushers. This is how much as I could do to them. I know they are in a very raw stage. This could be improved. I have also left the STP file, so the 3D format of the pushers, on printables.com in case one of you would like to take it and adjust it so that it could be better printed. Please feel free to do that. I will leave the link for the 3D format in the description. Now we can see that this case is kind of big. It is a 41mm diameter and the lug to lug is even higher, so it is close to 43mm as lug to lugs. I would say it's a pretty big watch on the wrist, yet the height is 13mm. Being released in somewhere 1995, I find this watch, let's say, not that pleasant. Even now that is worn and used, I kind of do not like it, but it's just my opinion. This watch uses the 1822 module number and it is a quite good module. I will leave also the operation guide on the end of the video, but if you are about to discuss, we can see that on the bottom side of the display we have the time, in the middle we have the date with day of the week, and on top we have some graphics that are related to the elapsed seconds from 1 minute. From the timekeeping mode, if we press light, we have this beautiful greenish electro lume. I guess on the phone it's visible as bluish, but with my naked eye I can see it green. Funny. This top pusher is related to the start stop. From the timekeeping mode, if we long press adjust, we will enter in time adjust setup. This is the classic Casio style. To save, we press adjust again. On the bottom of the display we have written down timer, stopwatch, alarm and dual time. This would be the modes that this watch has. One press of the mode pusher, we enter into the timer, start, stop and reset. It's written here split reset. This is related to the start stop. Next mode, it's triggered by 2-time pressing mode pusher. We enter into the stopwatch, so we have start, stop and reset the stopwatch. It's good that in each mode we have the local time written under in the middle of the screen. 3-time pressing mode, we enter into the alarm mode, then dual time mode, and again into the timekeeping mode. We can see that we have a different sound at the end of the modes, and it has also a cool feature that if we are in I don't know which mode, if we long press mode pusher, it automatically exits to timekeeping mode. Now, to be honest, to conclude, I kind of do not like this watch, especially now that it's very worn and the color has faded and it has a lot of scratches. The bracelet, I like it. I like the material of the bracelet, and I also like that it is not a folded bracelet. Each piece is milled separately. The only links that are related to adjustments are made of 2 parts, yet not folded, so they are milled also. The pushers, yeah, maybe if this watch would have had the original pushers would look a little better, but yeah, this is the 90s style. I think it would have been a cool watch for a youth back in 1990s, especially that graphic with the seconds that is moving. I don't know. Waiting for your kind remarks and for your kind opinions in regards this watch. And please do not forget, I have left the 3D format for the pushers on printables.com, so if you have time and you have skill, please make them better, adapt them so that the 3D printer would print them in a better condition. No, I'm not an expert, neither in 3D drawing, neither in 3D printing, so at least this is what I could do. Thank you. Wishing you the best.